Welcome back to the Kings of Salt Styles. So we've got a World Chalice deck profile here today. I did upload one yesterday, but I just got a comment on there just letting me know that one of the steps in the combo that I did was wrong, and I don't want to give you guys any sort of wrong information, so thank you very much to the bloke who pointed that out to me. I've rectified that and have made that combo without needing to activate Lee's effect twice, of which you can't do. So we'll get quickly into the deck profile, which I'll run through with you guys, and then we will go straight into a couple test hands and see how we can go there. Alright, so starting off straight away with the main deck, we have 3 chosen by World Chalice. Now there are, I think there's about 3 or 4 different World Chalice vanillas that we could go for, but chosen seems to be the best one, unless you're running a Naturia based sort of variant of the deck, of which you'd need an Earth type monster, and there is a Earth type World Chalice which can be used. Run 3 of the World Legacy World Chalice, which is really great combo extender. It's got 2 really great effects. Once it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon, when it leaves, so it states when it leaves the field, and sent to the graveyard. That you can summon 2 World Chalice monsters straight from your deck, which is a really big help, especially when this deck loves to spam leaks. So that's definitely something having more bodies on the board helps with. We also run 3 of Lee World Chalice Fairy. Lee's the card that we had a bit of a hiccup with in the combo yesterday, so getting that one rectified is great. Lee is a really powerful card. When it's special summoned, you can search out a World Chalice from your deck. So yeah, really good card. And just to note as well, I'm not actually running World Legacy Heart in this. I just find that with the Brilliant engine and with the Kaiju engine as well, don't really need it. We play 2 dog, essentially like a hand trap, and you can banish them from the graveyard to summon. So really powerful sort of card if you're sort of in a bit of a sticky situation, you need something on the field, you've got your dog in grave, so really good way to get the field sort of stocked up, I guess. And now for the Shine engine, we have our 2 Agent of Mystery Earth. Now Earth essentially will search out your Venus, but you want to be seeing your Venus in hand straight away. So if you don't see Venus, but you do see Earth, you've got access straight into Venus. And Venus, if you're not running 3 Venus and 3 Shine Ball in deck, then you're just completely playing this deck wrong. It is a complete and utter necessity that whether you don't run these, but you have these, that's fine. But these 2 are a complete and utter necessity. The Shine Balls as well, if you run it alongside Exodius, or a lot of cards that can sort of bounce from the grave, or like return cards from the grave to the deck or the grave to the hand. It's just essentially just tokens for days, as long as you're willing to pay up your 500 life points for those. So yeah, that's the Shine Ball engine. We also run, for our Brilliant Fusion targets, we have 4 Mage Trick Clown and Garnet. Trick Clown is in the deck solely based on his ability to be able to go from the grave straight back onto the field, 1,000 life points. Yeah, you gotta pay, but it is worth it. Definitely worth it. And now for our Kaijus, we go to Gamma Seal, because Gamma Seal actually does things. It's definitely something that you want to give your opponent in other games, in other decks, but not in this deck. 1 Raiden and 1 Sticky String Kaiju, Kuminangus. Love the Kaijus. Kaijus are, I don't know, right? They just obviously remind me of Pacific Rim. one of my all-time favorite movies, but unfortunately they kind of botched it, but still pretty good. But yeah, Gamma-Seal, if you have Gamma-Seal on board with any kaiju counters on the field, you are pretty much able to negate majority of what your opponent is wanting to do, which is really, really good. Because the amount of times you send monsters to and from the graveyard with this deck, you're going to get plenty of counters for your Kyoto Waterfront, which we run 2 of, and 1 interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Really, really powerful cards there, guys, if you don't know what they do. The Kyoto Waterfront, each time a card is sent from the field to the graveyard, place 1 Kaiju counter on this card. For each card sent, max 5. And once per turn, while 3 or more Kaiju counters are on this card, you can add 1 Kaiju monster from your deck to your hand. If this card will be destroyed, you can remove 1 Kaiju counter from this card instead. So essentially, it protects itself, it searches, and it allows you to get the effects of your Kaiju off. And for our Brilliant Fusion engines, we only going to run 2. It is probably something that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, why do you run 2 of? You should run 3. You want to see that sort of as soon as you possibly can. But I mean, 2's not cloggy, and I mean, if I was going to take anything out, I'd probably look at taking out one of the back row removals or one of the Kaijus to add in a third Brilliant Fusion if need be, or an upstart just to make it even more consistent, just to essentially play a 39 card deck. Because I mean, the last thing you want to do is draw Brilliant Fusion first turn and use it, and then not be able to, and then essentially just have 2 more bricks sitting in the deck. So I find that 2 is a perfect amount for that. And the rest of the spells and traps, we have 2 Terraforming and 2 Twin Twisters. I think I'd like to change the Twin Twisters at some point, maybe to a Cosmic Cyclone. Because, I mean, like, discarding cards in this deck is good, but it's not, like, necessarily what you want all the time. Cosmic Cyclone's good as well, but then you gotta think you're paying 500 life points every time that you use Venus's effect, as well as, like, the Solemn Strikes, the Soul Charges, etc. So you gotta sort of consider how many life points you're able or willing to get rid of before being able to sort of go at your opponent. So the last thing you want to do is be spending too many life points on that. And we have 1 Soul Charge and 1 Raigeki for our board wipes, and absolutely just monstrous players with Soul Charge, because Soul Charge, yeah, you can't make your battle phase, or you can't hit your battle phase that turn, but in reality, like, if you're able to, if you've got Gamma-Seal on board that's live, you're able to negate anyway. You've got Guard Dragon, you've got plenty of stuff in grave anyway that'll help. And just quickly for the traps, we run 2 Strike and 2 Evenly Matched. People are going to think Evenly Matched is an odd choice, but I don't know, I've found that this deck goes first really well. And without it, it's sort of something that if you brick, which is very, very, very unlikely in this deck, if you happen to get a brick or you pull too many spell cards, there's only about 13 spell cards, I think. So it's like a half and half chance that you'll get them, but opening with Strike or opening with Evenly Matched really does give you a bit of a boost, or a bit of a benefit, I guess, when you're trying to make sure that you're able to survive that turn. Cool, well, that's it for the main deck. We'll just move on now to the extra deck. And in our extra deck, and onto the extra deck, we have 2 Imduk, the World Chalice Dragon. Really, really good card. Definitely something you want to start majority of your combos off with. Gets you an additional normal summon of a World Chalice monster. Also, all of the World Chalice links have the same effects. So when they're sent from the graveyard, from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 World Chalice monster from your hand. Try and make sure that before you link up anything to get the full effect of these monsters, so say you might have your Imdooks and an Ebe on the field, and you link those two, you're able to special summon 2 from your hand. So make sure that you're able to make full use of all of their effects, because they are all very powerful. So we run 2 Ebe, obviously, 1 Aurum. Aurum's really good. You keep him up on the top link marker, and you combo off your plays, you do whatever you got to do, and then right at the end you're able to ensure that you can get another World Chalice monster from your graveyard, special summon it to the link marker that Aurum points to. So very powerful card. And we also have Ningirisu. Ningirisu is a beast. You can draw off him, draw up to 3 cards off him. So if you've got, essentially majority of the plays are, you can either have him here, Aurum up top, and Ningirisu here, and you've got a World Chalice on either side, or you've got Aurum up top or Link Spider up top with Ningirisu here, and then an Ebe and maybe another Ebe or a World Chalice dog. Really, as long as he's pointing to any World Chalice monster, so it wouldn't be a Link Spider up there. Back onto the extra deck. We have 2 Link Spider, 1 Proxy Dragon. Proxy Dragons are just really there to, it can help with a lot of protection as well, but it is a monster that, if you're in a sticky situation, it does state only 2 monsters. It's nothing specific. It doesn't say 2 effect monsters, 2 monsters, same names, different attributes or whatever. We run 1 Triagate, 1 Decode, and a Gaia Saber for our Link 3s. Gaia Saber is really good because although he doesn't really have an effect, he does have a good body, and it's a Link 3 that points down. So worst comes to worst, you might have used your Ningirisu or somehow got board wiped, you're still able to get a 2600 body on board, because this deck can fill the board with fodder that you're able to tribute off and do a whole heap with and get into your extra deck plays. And we also run 1 Firewall Dragon. Considering as well taking out the Gaia Saber for maybe like a Saruja and or a Borrowload Dragon. And just finishing off the extra deck, we have a Black Rose Moonlight Dragon and a Seraph Knight. The Moonlight Dragon is essentially just for the Agent of Mystery Earth, which is a tuner, level 2, and you tune him with Legacy World Chalice if you needed to go into Moonlight Dragon. If your opponent just keeps summoning off big monsters, or you're just got big monsters you can't really get over, or you want something that's able to sort of give you the ability to scare your opponent into submission, you've got that. So yeah, thank you very much for sticking around for the deck profile. We'll start up some test hands now, so stick around and we'll get into those. Thank you. Alrighty, and we'll get straight into a few of the test hands that we're going to want to do. So I've shuffled and cut my deck, and we will, even shuffle it again. Why not? Bit of shuffle never hurt anybody. Make sure we can get as random of a hand as we possibly can, and we'll make sure that we can put out some good plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see what we can do with this. See, perfect. So you got your Gamecell in hand, Terraforming, Soul Charge, and World Chalice Guard Dragon. Main thing you wanted to see is the Venus. Now, that's a really decent opening hand. A lot can be done with this. Basically wanted to make sure that we at least see Agent of Creation Venus first turn, because that's why we run our Agent of Mystery Earth, is to get straight into that, just in case we don't run into him, we run into Earth, we can grab this out. Guard Dragon's a really good one to call. Gamma Seal, Terraforming, and Soul Charge. Soul Charge is always really good to see. Yeah. So we'll play our Terraforming, we'll get out our Kyoto Waterfront so we can start getting those counters. Shuffle our deck. Cut our deck, and we'll send that to the grave. We will summon our Agent of Creation Venus all the way on the left hand side. So if we make sure that Venus is put as far away from the Link Madness that's going to be going on over here, that's the best, because sometimes if you put it in the wrong zone, or you essentially just play, once you play something in the wrong zone, you could essentially just sort of cut yourself out of a lot of different plays. So keep her away from everything as much as possible. And then we will activate Agent of Creation Venus's effects and pay our 1500 life points and summon out our 3 Shine Balls. Shiny Balls. Oh, and there. Cool. Alrighty, now that we've got our Shine Balls on the field, let's get Kyoto Waterfront straight up in the field card zone so we can start getting those counters and doing things. So to start, we will get our Shine Ball and link our, sorry about that, link our Shine Ball straight into our Imduk, and we'll chuck Imduk up there. And then Imduk's effect is going to activate, allowing us to normal summon 1 extra World Chalice monster from my hand. So we'll be summoning out our Guard Dragon. So special summon our Guard Dragon. And then this will allow us to go straight into, I'm gonna go into our Eve or our Aurum. Actually, no. Let's go into our Aurum. Yeah, let's go into our Aurum. So we'll take our Guard Dragon and our Imduk, and we're gonna go straight into our Aurum. Now Aurum will go up top there. Kyoto Waterfront now will have 1, 2, 3 tokens on there. That is a beauty. So after that, we're gonna also link again into a link again to another Imduk. Actually, no, sorry. We'll link again into a Link Spider from our Mystical Shine Ball. And using the third Shine Ball, we will be linking again into an Abe with Link Spider and Mystical Shine Ball. Abe will go just here. Now we've still got a Shine Ball, we've got Venus, we've got Shine Balls in grave, Imduk. So we've got 1, 2, 3, we've got 6 monsters in grave currently. We've got a Gamma Seal and we also have a Soul Charge. So what we will go and do from here is going to soul charge, and we're going to soul charge our Imduk and a ball, because a ball will allow us to make more. And a third ball there. So now we can link 2 into a proxy dragon. If I can find him. We'll grab our 2 shine balls, or our proxy dragon just here. We are then going to be taking our dog and our proxy dragon and linking them away for our Ningirisu. And he points to 2 World Chalice monsters, so that will yield us a +2. That is pretty dang decent. Very nice. Okay. So what we can do now is we can link away our Eve and our Agent of Creation Venus. Into our Tri-Gate Wizard. And Eve's effect will also activate, allowing us to special out a World Chalice Guard Dragon. And we have our Aurum pointing down to the right to our World Chalice Guard Dragon. We can activate his effect, tributing our World Chalice Guard Dragon to summon back our Eve. Our Eve is co-linked with our Ningirisu, which is co-linked with our Tri-Gate. So our Tri-Gate will have his first effect, which is definitely not a bad thing, seeing as though now what we're going to do is take our Aurum and take our World Chalice Priestess and link them away into a link for a Firewall Dragon. Now the Firewall Dragon, beauty of a card, but we're going to be activating Aurum's effect. Because we only have 1 World Chalice in hand, we can special summon 1 from hand, and that will be pointed next to our Firewall Dragon. And once more, we will link away into our Link Spider. And because Firewall Dragon had a monster that left its link marker, we are able to special summon 1 monster from our hand, and that will be our Gamma-Seal. Our Gamma-Seal is going to be live, and it is going to be linked with our Firewall Dragon, which is also linked with our Tri-Gate Wizard, which is linked with our World Chalice Warrior, and our Link Spider. So not a bad little opening board, quite a long, sort of tedious combo, and you kind of hope that you don't get stopped halfway through, but that soul charge really is a beauty, so that definitely helped us through that. And I am completely starting to familiarize myself a lot more with these cards and get to know them a bit better. So if there were any questions, comments, or concerns regarding any of the plays or any of the moves that I made, please do let me know. I'd love to learn as much as I possibly can. This game has definitely given me a lot recently. Met some wicked people and started this awesome project. So learning as much as I can, as fast as I can, and I'd love to just keep bringing you guys some great content. So I hope you enjoyed that test hand. So just to keep you guys in the loop as well, the Kings of Soulstar will be holding a video probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks, as soon as the stuff arrives, in the lead up to the Kyber collection that is inevitably coming. I'm extremely excited about. So what we're going to be doing is a Yugi's World opening, a Joey's World opening, and a Kyber collection opening. And then 3 of the Kings are going to be sitting down for a triple threat duel from cards that we pull from that pack. So stick around if you like nostalgia, if you like all that sort of stuff, and seeing older cards being played and random decks being made. Definitely do stick around. I really appreciate the support, and thank you for everybody for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, etc. If you like the video, love to hear more from you. Kings of Soul Style out.